Hello again, everybody. Today I have a special guest who's going to be performing and teaching you a really cool impromptu card trick. At the end of the video, I'll be announcing the winners of these signed bicycle decks from my last video. Plus, there's going to be another signed deck giveaway. Okay, this man has one of the most creative minds in magic today. I love what he's been doing lately on his YouTube channel, Sankey Magic. Here to teach you a really cool card trick is Jay Sankey.
Hey guys, Jay Sankey here from the Sankey Magic YouTube channel and the Inside Deception Magic and Mentalism training site. It's great to be here on the Mismatch channel. A big thank you to the card trick teacher. Really appreciate the invite here on your channel. I'm going to share with you guys today sort of the kind of trick that I particularly like. It's with a shuffle pack of cards. No setup, no gimmicks. You can use it with a borrowed deck. And it starts with a really great question, and that question is this. Have you ever wondered what's the difference between an amateur and a professional magician? Well, you see, an amateur magician actually has to spread out the cards to have you take a card, take a look at it, and then put it back in the pack, and then, of course, he has to try to find it. The professional magician doesn't even have the card spread. You don't even have to reach in and take a card. He just riffles the corner. You say stop wherever you want. You get to see the card, and it's that simple. Now, the way the amateur and the professional magician actually reveal their cards is different, too. Because, you see, just like the professional magician doesn't have to fan out the cards, he doesn't have to cut the cards to find the card either. That's the amateur. The amateur literally has to take the pack, cut the cards to one card, and to find the first selected card. Six of Hearts was the first selected card. The professional magician, to find the card, though, doesn't have to cut the cards, like I said. Doesn't have to do anything. The professional just has to snap his fingers, and just like that, he finds the card. Oh, not here. Actually, right here. Now, this trick, like I said, is one of these ones that has so much going for it. I've performed it a zillion times. And, of course, if you're an experienced card magician, you can not only figure out the method, but you can swap in your own sleights. But let me show you the ones I use. They're very simple. Take me just a couple of minutes to explain this to you guys. But the key that I want you to take away today, guys, is the value of having a strong inline. Starting the trick with a great line is one of the keys to getting people on board the effect. And if it's a line that not only engages people, but actually sort of poses a question that reflects some of their own thinking, it's going to be a guaranteed commercial card trick. And of course, when I turn to people, having done a couple of tricks, and I say, hey, have you ever wondered what's the difference between an amateur and a professional magician? Everybody's on board. They care, and they're curious to find out, okay, what is the difference? I'm just going to bring the camera in a little bit here, so you can see the sleights we're about to break down. It's a very simple kind of thing. So the pack can be shuffled, which is always great in professional work, or even hanging out with friends, huh? Pack is shuffled. And you'll find out through this little presentation, all my actions suit my words at every step of the way. One of the things that really makes this so strong and hard-hitting. There's no wandering of focus. You stay on this from the start. What's the difference between an amateur and professional magician? You spread out the cards, have a card selected. Someone selects a card, in this case, the Nine of Clubs. Okay? You're going to control this card. You need to get this back and control it to the top of the deck. The version that I suggest you use is a double undercut. Very simple. They put the card back on top of the deck, and it looks like I cut the pack, but I do a false cut using a double undercut. I kick cut the top packet into my left hand, come over and apparently square the cards up, putting this lower packet on top, but I actually keep a big break with my thumb. Then I just have to riffle off the back here. Riffle off half the cards into my hand, put it on top, riffle off the other half, put it on top. And I just cut the card to the top. All while saying, the amateur, you actually have to select a card, have it put back in the pack, and then he gives the cards a cut, sort of emphasizing that with the amateur, there's this process of selecting a card. With the professional, though, just say stop anytime, you just peek at a card. And basically what I'm going to do, of course, is I bevel the pack to one side, give it a bit of an angled edge here. They call stop, they take a peek at a card, and I keep a pinky break here directly below the peeked at card. So after they peek the card, I then emphasize, as I'm saying, the way they reveal the card, just like, and I say, I'm emphasizing that the professional didn't have to spread out the cards. You just had to literally peek a card, so you only have one in mind. You didn't actually have to take it. And as I say, the professional doesn't have to spread out the cards. That's when I do the call. And I spread out the cards here, okay? When I come to this point where the break is, I spread the cards fully, and that's the peeked at card. With my right fingers, I'm simply going to, when this happens beneath the spread, is I slide that card to the right by curling my right fingers. Then I feed the rest of the cards in the pack forward with the card sliding to the bottom. All right? All that happens under cover of me just briefly spreading and then closing the cards. There's the original selected card, there's the peak card, one on top and bottom. Pause a beat there, and then say, well, and the way they reveal the cards is quite different too, the way they find their cards, because the amateur magician actually has to cut the cards to find your card. And as I say that, I'm going to get a little break at the back with my thumb. Directly, I just riffle up the edge a little bit to get a break directly above the bottom card. I'm going to do that kick cut again. It's a nice uniform to use this cutting action. Cut this to the bottom, and then, like before, double undercut everything below the break, which means I now have the peak deck card directly above the manually selected card. And this is, as I said, so the amateur magician actually has to cut the cards. Now I do a double lift, simple double lift. I do a strike double to find your card. And that's quite impressive, but you're being casual about it. I turn the card over, drop this to the table like I've totally forgotten it. Boom. Put all focus. Now, but the professional magician, I gesture to the other person to find the card you're thinking of. The professional magician doesn't have to cut the pack. He just has to snap his fingers and I put the deck right down in front of the person, snap his fingers to find your card, and I gesture. And sometimes people reach over, sometimes before they reach over, I go, oh, no, not there, there. And I point back at that card. And that's one of those moments that people go, no, which is, I love the build on that. Then I let them turn it over. If you want to learn some more basic tricks, please subscribe to the Sankey Magic YouTube channel. And for those of you who want to take your magic, mentalism, and pranking to the next level, definitely check out my Inside Deception training site, featuring 25 different categories of videos, including coin magic, card magic, mentalism, pranks, meeting women with magic and bars, and much more. There's also a forum area, monthly zine, and an exclusive download section where you can print out your own custom gimmicks.
Thank you, Jay Sankey. Here are the winners of the signed bicycle decks from my last video. Winning an orange deck goes to Alex Lake Calvert. Winning another orange deck goes to Jenny Shills. Winning another orange deck goes to Carrington Edwards. Winning a ghost deck goes to Nicholas Snipes. Winning a black sign deck goes to Panos PK. Winning another black sign deck goes to Kevin Kadavi. Winning another black deck goes to Dex Ferg. And winning the second ghost deck goes to Blue Geef. Once again, I'm giving away 8 signed decks of bicycle playing cards. Red, blue, green, turquoise, orange, fuchsia, and 2 purple. All you have to do is leave a comment below, like the video, and do yourselves a favor, go over, subscribe to Sankey Magic. He has some great videos on his channel. One of my favorites is the Blackpool Effect. Check out his channel. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be announcing the winners in my next video. Good luck to everybody. That's it. I'll see you next time.